We got to go over MLB. We get the World Series tonight. How do you break this one down? You got Yamamoto going. I'm going to go over a prop for him a little bit later, but I'm kind of surprised at this line. But again, chasing line moves, whatever. I'm pretty surprised we got the Dodgers here. I'm guessing it's because of pitching. Over under 7.5. What's your breakdown?
So game 6 is where we see magic. Carlton Fisk against Cincinnati, Reggie Jackson against the Dodgers. For people that are as old as me, you'll remember both of those. Bill Buckner against the Mets, Joe Carter against the Phillies, Josh Beckett with a complete game shutout against the Yankees, David Freese against the Rangers. There is a ton of MLB lore and history when it comes to game 6 of the World Series. If you're not pumped about this game, you should be. The Dodgers have now lost 2 straight. They lost 5 straight in September. They had a 4-game losing streak in August. They had a 7-game skid in July. They had a 4-game skid in May. They had a pair of 3-game losing streaks in April. It's not like the Dodgers can't lose 3 in a row. They've done it basically every month all of this year. And as we get to game 6, there's something that's very clear. This series has been mispriced from the get-go. All right? Very clear. If you've watched the series, the Dodgers are not and do not deserve to be 2-1 favorites against the Blue Jays. And in fact, if you look at the odds for the series right now, it's Toronto who's 2-1 favorites on a no big line in order to get back one of these games in Toronto to come away with the World Series title. So in my mind, this series had been mispriced from the get-go. And when you see a situation like that, I can't play it with the favorite. I can't. So a priori, I'm looking at Toronto and or the total for this one. Yamamoto's pitched back-to-back complete games. In October, 32 batters faced each time, plus 100 pitches each time. And it's not like he's been immaculate. He got beat up by the Phillies. He got beat up by the Angels. He got beat up by the Brewers. Going to get out of the first inning. And we're talking about Sasaki coming in behind him. Yamamoto's going to go 8 or 7, and then Sasaki's coming behind him. Sasaki hasn't been dominant. Twice in his last 4 outings he's got hit. He gave up a run against the Brewers. He gave up 2 walks against Toronto and is only showing against them. He's only thrown once in the last 2 weeks. He's no rhythm there. And the rest of the Dodgers bullpen is dicey. I mean, it is. We saw that clearly in L.A. Who's got the hotter bats? Well, Dodgers aren't getting what they need from Mookie, from Muncy, from a bunch of guys that have been cold. This lineup's not hitting. Since the 4th inning of Game 3 that they won, Dodgers bats have been ice cold. Toronto's hitting. Better lineup. Better current form. I'll take my chances with the Blue Jays at the plus price. And yes, that is a client play for my clients over at wagertalk.com.
Couldn't agree more with you. Some of the Dodgers bats have just gotten so ice cold at the worst times. Just Mookie Betts felt bad for him when he was talking about how bad he was playing. But what are you going to do? First off, tell everyone what you have up. We got a big weekend.
Yeah. So right now I just put MLB up. You've just got to play here for free, so don't buy it. That being said, if you want to get anything, get an extended service package. Don't worry about what's the individual play is for sale. Get on board for the weekend, get on board for the week, get on board for the rest of the year. Great deals right now on my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. And yeah, last weekend I was awful. God, last weekend was as bad as it gets. That being said, what do you do when you have a crappy weekend? It's really important for yourself. It's really important for the clients. All we've done is win all week. Had a great week so far, winning in baseball, winning in NBA, and I expect to be winning in football this weekend. I'm not looking at last weekend as being the harbinger of things to come. Football package will be posted as the day progresses. Check out my homepage, www.buzz/TC. I'm playing the World Series. I'm playing the NBA already. You get those plays right now on my page. Again, www.buzz/TC. This is the website. Wait.